We are going to be changing out rusty front and a rusty rear and a rusty front bumper. It came like this, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply rhino line it. So first things first, you got to take out this little bottom cover. This is a 2014 Silverado. It'll give you some room to Next step, grab a 7mm socket. Bam. 7mm socket to take out the small little nut or bolt there. Notice it's right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Put that down. Now you can just pull. Just kind of pull. Now typically you take off this front, but you can get it off, just be very careful. You're gonna get a screwdriver of some sort, and you're just gonna release these while these pull out, because all those are clips that are holding it, right? If you release them and pull, it'll come out. Taking out the sensors, you know, just to make it easy. You could try to mask the sensors off, but I'm just gonna take it easy. Take out the lights, the sensors, and I'm probably gonna remove the bumper just to make it easy for myself. And the sensor is real easy. So I took this one off. All it was it was pried in there. You just simply separate these two hooks like that way. This pops out, and this one is just held on, just a kind of a custom job, held on by just some kind of elastic material. So take that off, pull it out, done. Just go ahead and unscrew these and make sure you unhook the connections. You're done. Here's a little tip: when you take out things that separate, put them together, just to make sure you don't lose them, you know, moving forward. Yep, just like that. It's a 10mm socket, and you can't use a drill because of this situation, so you're gonna need a ratchet as well with that. If you get an extension, that might work, but it wouldn't work for this piece here. So go ahead and do that real quick. Oops, wrong way. Do that real quick and come back. End piece, it's really nice to have this little swivel head ratchet. Great way to just use your resources. There are a lot of weird lifting ratchets that really help. Peculiar situations, but when you need them, you need them. Move this light, go ahead and unhook the bolts, and we will be able to sand and get this reapplied. We're gonna transform this rusty looking thing into a beauty all over again. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take off the bumper. Look through here. Come hold these, guys. Once this comes off, it's coming off. Simple. It was an 18mm on one side, 15 on the other side, and now we are ready to sand, and one of the Magnificent 12 is getting on it. You're good to go. Just go ahead and...
Where do I put my hand? Like
just right there. So let me show you. Excuse me. There we go. So this is how you turn it on. Paint that's not flaked off, we're gonna go ahead and use metal and just take it down straight to metal. From there, prime it, and then go ahead and rhino line it. So she's gonna go ahead and show how to take it off. Press that, yep, press, yep, stuck. Now you're gonna go the opposite way. Help me out there, yep.
Yeah, can you help me?
There he is, all the way? Go that way. Oop, stopped it. All I'm gonna do is take off the areas where it's really chipped and just kind of smooth out the areas where it looks fine, and then rhino line over that, okay? So typically you wanna do the rhino line or whatever form of that with the straight metal, but hey, if the paint's good, no need to go down there and spend more work than you have to, so that's what I'm doing. Can you help me keep it still?
Do I stop?
Hello. Help me out here. To take care of this bad boy. All right, so now we're taking off the rear bumper. Just 2 bolts. The nut side is 18. The bolt side is 19mm. So 2 bolts on both sides. And really easy, just have one on one side and the other on the other, and voila, you can do it with one person, but after you get them off, I suggest you get two, so it doesn't get balled on you. Take these off, it's the same as before. Go back and just pull one side of these, this little clip, and you'll pull out easily the sensor. I just put them together so that I wouldn't lose them, and that's it. There's some zip ties to hold them, that's about it. I'm using a Herculiner. You want to do a first light coat. I've already, well, Jeremiah and the kids have already gone ahead and sanded with the grinder. Just a light coat. The first light coat acts like a primer. The areas, I didn't do all the, I didn't take it to metal necessarily. You don't have to. The areas that were already rusted, I ground down. The areas that paint was chipping, I made sure I went all the way through. I didn't, the areas that were still good, I just grounded enough where it was smooth. So you don't have to take it all the way down to metal. If yours still has metal, you just want to kind of go over it. I just kind of scuffed it almost where the top coat was gone, and then I'm putting this on. I'm gonna treat it like paint, wait a couple of minutes in between coats, or a few minutes better said, and go from there. Make sure you get every little crevice. I did this one time before, I didn't, and it'll look kind of weird when you get some areas that have rust on them and other areas that don't. So all right, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
It is sticky, so obviously I prefer the cardboard and the grass to get black stuff on it versus my concrete. So heads up, you can put some things down, roll it, some things down just to make sure it doesn't get you. By the way, if you ever did this and you had some left, that's a 70-gallon bucket. Oh, sorry, 1-gallon bucket. Costs about $70. But you'll notice if you're only doing one bumper, you're not going to use it all for the bumper. You could do as many coats as you want. You'll have some left, but the problem is this will dry, and so it'll become all hard. You can take this roller off and you can go to Home Depot. Just as long as you get a roller like this, I forget what they call it, but you'll see it, and you'll be able to use it again just as easily as you used the first time, because once you use this, it's done for. So if you got couple of jobs that you want to do, make sure you get them all ready at the same time so you can use the same roller each time. You're also going to want to make sure you have something to stir, because it does get hardened pretty quickly. And as you roll, you'll be rolling different areas, up, lateral, horizontal as well as vertical. So notice, taking a break and rolling on. All right. Almost like brand new. Man, that looked good, don't it? All right, here are the boys putting it back on. I think they did a good job. Really, really good. Looks tough and rough, matches the look. Brand new almost. I mean, you can't tell otherwise. Well done. Very well done. Come on. All right. Boys are getting the front end. Not bad at all. I don't know if you remember how it was, but 10 times better. Real simple. Just gotta put this bolt in, because of course it comes in automatically and then on the other side. Jeremiah's putting this one in here. And voila. Only hard part, or part that we didn't consider, this was my jacks weren't high enough, so I couldn't get the back, but I got it now, so we were good. So she wrote. Simple. So the sensor's right there. Just grab this. And you're just gonna push it in like so. That's it. And you're gonna look at the other side, make sure it's good, back. And voila. And then of course after you're done putting all these in, you get a zip tie and zip tie them up here. Really, really simple. Yep. That's how it rolls. So if you look at this now, not bad, huh? Real simple. These indent, there's like a lip that goes kind of down. You gotta make sure you're in the right area so you don't bust it. So I'm just, part of the issue is these rubber things got in my way. So I'm seeing where the rubber ripped off. Alright guys, we'll finish off and we'll come back to you. Alright, Malachi's back and the last piece is in. What's left your mind?